Okay, so for this new project, today we're going to be working on the sky, and we primed the canvas in, I think it's burnt sienna for this one.
Burnt sienna and something.
Yes, I can't remember what I primed the canvas with.
Burnt sienna and yellow ochre.
Oh, okay, thank you. Burnt sienna and yellow ochre. So I have here cadmium orange, ultramarine violet, cerulean blue, and white. And we're going to start, it's a kind of a wide brush, not too small. I'm going to start with the orange part. I'm just gonna get some orange here. And to tone it down, and I'm going to add a bit of the ultramarine violet. I can put blue in it too to tone it down, because blue is opposite orange on the color wheel, but I really don't want to tone it that much. I don't want to gray it. I just want to tone it down. So ultramarine violet is a good option. I'm going to take a little bit of white, put it in. We don't need it to be that dark. And of course, it doesn't have to look exactly the same in the what we're seeing in the reference. We'll start with, let's put some more white. Oops. There, so you can see.
Yeah.
And we might have to do another layer, but we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good color. That looks good. We can add a tiny bit of more color, orange color in certain areas, but this is perfect. We'll go across. I know there were two trees that I kind of smaller trees behind the shed. I put them there and I just removed them right now when I was painting, so it doesn't matter, we can always put them back. Whether you have the gaze necks, heads up or not, it doesn't matter. You can add it up. If you don't have them, that's fine too. We can add that after. Draw them on after. So I'm just going to take a little bit of orange right now with a bit of this ultramarine and just add a bit of more darker, kind of more intense, not that desaturated color over here. So what we want the darker color to start at the bottom next to the trees, and then it becomes kind of lighter the more we go up. So this will prepare us for the sky. Okay, a little bit more. Let's take more. And when you're doing this, just in preparation to get to the sky, try not to have a sharp line right up here. So it's easier to get that soft transition if you don't have a sharp line. Okay. Let's put a bit of more paint right here. And I'll wait for it to dry and I'll adjust the intensity or the color later on. But for now, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of more of the original color that I mixed here with white, and in preparation to switch to blue. I want to switch to blue with a gentler, lighter, more pastel orange. Okay. Clean my brush. Right. Oh, more. Okay. I'm going to take blue, cerulean, white, it's okay if you get a bit of orange, it will tone it down, and a tiny bit of purple with this, and start blending this color softly into the orange. It's okay, this is not the last layer. We will go over it.
Blue and white, okay, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, there is white in it, yes. So you see, because I'm using a wider brush, and because the orange border here is soft, I'm not getting harsh lines. I'm able to softly blend the transition between orange and blue. And the higher I go, the darker I'm still using white and cerulean blue with ultramarine violet, and I'm just gonna put another layer here. Even bring some of this blue down here, it doesn't matter, like something like that. Well, the geese are gone, at least their heads are gone. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit more of the cerulean blue into the same mixture and darken my blue up here. So adding more cerulean, less white, just paint it. Helps having a big brush. Okay. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'll do another layer just to make sure I have. The first layer is going to dry with the background showing through and darker. So it's very hard for me to gauge where I should be putting more highlights, or if the highlights I used, if the white with the blue I used is enough, or do I need to have another layer? And from what I'm seeing right now, before even it dries, it's not enough. I need to put more, kind of a whitish in between, just for that soft transition. Honestly, by the time we put the colors on, the rest of the colors, this is not going to be a very, big issue. So I'm going to let it dry and then I'll come back. So this is, I'm going to pause right now. Okay, so this is the second layer. So what I did is I took orange, white, lots of white, and I put, of course, the ultramarine violet in it to tone it down. And it's right here, this batch here.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna do that again, and you see the difference in the color when I put it. It's lighter, And I'm going to do the same, just kind of push it up. And again here. And I think this is the last one, last layer I'm going to do for this. Okay. It doesn't matter if you see, you still see a bit of that orange. I mean, underneath, whatever you see underneath. If you see some of the colors that we did for the first layer, it doesn't matter. It's okay. You don't have to cover it completely. I'm adding more white now to the same mixture, and I'm just going to take that white kind of a little bit down here at the horizon where the trees are, right here. That gives it a really nice, just pick up some white with the corner of your brush and just kind of add a line in here, right there. That's it. Oh, jeez. Now, I will move on to the blue in a minute. Clean my brush. Do you want me to stop a bit before I move on to the blue, right?
Yeah, just for a second.
Yeah, so you can, yeah, okay. I'll pause. All right, so now let's do the blue part, and let's go lighter. Again, same, like we did with the orange. And if I want to kind of make the blue kind of a bit more subdued, I can take a bit of orange and tiny bit of orange with the corner of my brush, and that will tone down the blue. All right, let's see here. I'm just putting enough. And we're going to bypass, because I don't have a lot of sky. If you want, you don't have to put too much, two colors. So, okay, this is good. Let's take it up, all the way up. So no transition from blue to light blue to dark blue. We don't have to do that. This is good. I don't know what happened here. I think the paint drying on the palette. All right, that's good. Right, so there we go. We're good. And always, it's always like this with acrylics. If you kind of find that where the two colors meet, between the light orange and the light blue, is a bit, it needs a bit of kind of, not fixing, but adjusting. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to take the orange again and softly push it over the blue. So I get a kind of an interesting transition of color here that has, the transition has both colors. It has the blue and the orange in it. So it doesn't look like I have orange and then blue. I have orange. I have a strip in between that has kind of blue and orange together, and then blue. And that's it. We don't need to put more than that. That's enough. Again, the sky is not the focal point. It's just behind the geese and the shed, so we don't have to work on it too much. I'm going to pause and then we will move on to the trees at the bottom when you're ready. Right, for the grass, I'm going to be, not grass, I mean for the trees in the back, faraway trees, I'm going to use Sap Green and Prussian Blue. So we want a blue-green color. If you don't have Prussian Blue, Ultramarine Blue will do. We just want a dark bluish green. We will highlight it a bit, but for first layer, we'll use a dark green. And I'm going to go with a smaller brush. This size is good. I'm going to mix them. I'm going to end up with really dark green, but we will highlight it. Bring in some blue. Not much. You can still see the green, but it's kind of darker and more bluish. And we're going to come here. With your brush, you go across. Takes a bit of time, but this will give the trees in the background a feel of, the top part will look like they're trees. So I'm going to go darker here a bit with a smaller, I'm sorry, I'm going to go use a smaller brush. Okay. Let me see if there's water in here, or that's okay. Yeah, there is some water in here, so I'm gonna come up to here, and then I'll continue up. Okay, almost there. There we go. Okay. I'm since I have the green, I'll be adding maybe a tree. I'm not sure I want to add a tree. I like it just the way it is, actually. I might leave it just like that. But let's get some blue cerulean. Some of the blue I had before. Add a tiny bit of this blue I have here as well. Prussian. Taking a little bit of orange. That will tone down, gray my color, so it's not too heavy, too strong. Bit of white. And that is a good color for the water in the back. I'm going to, let's do this first. Yeah, I like this blue.
That's the blue we used in the sky, is it?
Yes, so what I did is I had a bit of cerulean blue. I added the Prussian blue to it, and orange and white to tone it down. I added orange to tone down the blue, and I added white as well. So what I'm going to do right now with the corner of my brush that has blue on it, I'm going to soften the transition of between the blue and the green in the back, just like that. I'll go over this in a minute. I'll go over it one more time with blue. But I'm trying to soften this edge between the transition between blue and a green. Okay, let's add some more blue in here. I will be highlighting this blue. I'll add a bit of reflection as well. I'm just going to let it dry and then I can play around. Okay. I'm going to pause for a minute. Okay, so now with the same, I have cerulean blue and I put orange in it from the orange I had before, white, with or without Prussian blue, doesn't matter. Just the only reason I'm adding Prussian blue in here, a little bit of Prussian blue, is just because it's in the trees. And I'm going to, and white, so it's lighter, and I'm just going to kind of give a bit of reflection in the water, movement, and over here too, a little bit, not much. And that's it. Now I'm going to move on to the trees to highlight them in certain areas. And it's the same idea. It's green, Prussian blue, sap green, Prussian blue. And I'm going to try to take some of this blue I have here that has white that I used for the water. Put it in that bluish green I have to highlight it instead of putting just white. I'm adding more blue. I'm adding light blue in it, which is really good. It's a good color. And I'm gonna come here and just kind of with my brush give those trees in the back a bit of highlight. Not much. And we don't have to take it all the way down. Just the hint top part of the tree, because this is where it catches more light. Again, right here. So let's grab some more. And it's not that light. Kind of here, I'll highlight it again a little bit more so for you to see it. Cerulean blue, white, and I'm putting them here. I'm putting that color. Yeah, that's a little bit lighter. That's good. A hint. So the trees in the back don't look like they're heavy. With this kind of highlight, it gives it movement and texture. Okay, again, a little bit more for this side. Okay, let's put more white here. Okay, good. It gives you a hint of kind of greenish trees in the back that are far away. I'm going to bring this up a bit right here because I can see on the monitor that the trees horizon line of where the trees are is dipping down on this right hand side. Okay. I keep saying okay and then I never stop. I keep going. Alrighty. I'm gonna pause a bit and then we'll come back. So whatever I have here of leftover of the green and sap green and blue. I have Prussian blue here. I'm just gonna put them. The brush should go wider. good base for the grass we're going to be adding. Shall we do the shed next week or today? How do you feel about that?
Next week's fine with me, or what everybody wants to do. I'm fine to wait and do it next week. Then you can go to your cooking.
I'm fine to wait because I'll have to.
I'm finishing a bit early today as well, so.
Next week? Yeah? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what Margaret said.
Oh, I just said I wouldn't mind if we finished a bit early today anyway, so next week is great.
Oh, good, good, okay. All right, then let's do that next week. So let's finish just the green we have. If you have any more green and on your palette here, and let it dry, and then next week we'll do the shed and we will work on the geese. We'll start working on them. Good here. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording.
Nice.
Okay, we did quite a bit for this week. We did the sky, trees, and some of the greens in the front. Next week we will work on the shed and the geese.